Hello, everybody. It's Mindy. And believe it or not, you can't believe it, right? But I'm back with another post review. That is two in the course of like a month. Are you serious? Okay, so they were both almost finished. But hey, you know what? I finished them. I have completed 2 of my whips. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, I'm happy to have both of these done. And I still have a bunch of whips to work on, but I got 2 of them finished. So let's talk about what we have here. First of all, let me say hello and welcome if you're new here and you like to watch post reviews. Here you go. Here is one. Okay. And if you're returning, hey, welcome back. And I know you're proud of me, right? Okay. So let's roll with it. As you know, and maybe you don't know, but this year, 2026, was a very rough year for diamond painting. At least the beginning of it was, because I had shoulder surgery, which involved my bicep. I couldn't really diamond paint. I was out of it for a while. Okay. I couldn't crochet much. It was rough. Okay. Rough. And it took several months before I really kind of got back in the swing of my crafts. So I'm back in the swing. Okay. Anyhow, let's talk about what this is. This is a Dreamer design. Don't ask me how long I've had it. I don't know. I don't know how long I've been working on it. A while. Okay. So Dreamer Designs has an artist, Giana. He's one of my favorites. I have almost all of his paintings, I think, from Dreamer Designs. Not all of them, but I have a lot of them. Okay. Because I just love his artwork. First time I ever encountered Giana was at Tractor Supply, of all places, on a calendar. And I was like, oh, I like that. I didn't buy the calendar, but then I realized he was an artist and he was with Dreamer Designs a little bit later after the calendar came out. But anyhow, I love his artwork. Okay, so let's talk about it. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Look at this glorious beach setting. It reminds me of, I could be in Michigan somewhere sitting at one of the little inlets, little bays that we have out to Lake Michigan. That could be Lake Michigan. It could be Lake Superior. It could be somewhere out there, right? Sure could. It's beautiful. It's got beautiful like animals. There's a hummingbird. We got butterfly, butterfly. Another one. How many butterflies are there? I don't know. There's a bunch. 2 more up there. Of course, we have to have seagulls. I mean, what's a nice little watery beach scene without seagulls flying in? We've got 1, 2, 3 sailboats. We got a little dragonfly. We got 1 little bird, probably a little yellow warbler or a finch. Not a finch. Gold. What are they? Oh, sorry, it's escaping me at the moment. Anyhow, it's beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Love the scene. And of course, we have a lighthouse. Of course, we have a lighthouse. Yeah, on a point sticking out there, telling all those ships out there, be careful, don't come too close. You'll crash into the rocks here, or the water's too shallow. Go away. Goldfinch. I told you it was gold something, right? Anyhow, love the flowers. Look at all the pretty flowers down here. We have yellow here, and these were fun. I like making flowers. Okay, flowers, there's a lot of color changes. It is one of the most confetti heavy parts of a painting, but look at how they turn out. They turn out just beautiful. Then we have our 2 Adirondack chairs. I gotta admit, I got a little tired of making these weird little lines for the Adirondack chairs, but hey, they turned out good. Okay, but look at how pretty it is. It is just beautiful. Look at it in the camera. It's gorgeous. I did make a mistake at first, and I'll tell you why. Okay, first of all, let's talk about what this painting has. This painting has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABs. So this was long before dust drills. Okay, there were no dust drills. This is all ABs, and there are 5 of them. Let me show you what they are. There is a pretty blue, this pretty blue AB, right? There is a pretty green AB. You got it. There's this creamy color. It's in there somewhere. What else do we have? We have purple. Where's the purple? You got it. It's right over there. And then we have yellow. Where's the yellow? It's all in these yellow flowers and stuff, right? So there's our ABs. Nice. So we get some of the green up there, some of the yellow up there. You know, they're not just in these places, but there you go. That gives you a general idea. So, like I said, long before we had industrials. Okay. So yeah, there's that. For some reason, I have a little bit of 645 in a little container. I don't know why. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh, is that the one I ran out of? Hang on. Is it the one I ran out of? Let me see. 645. I ran out of a color. 645. Nope, not the one I ran out of. I know why they're in there. They are in there, and I'll show you why. They're in there because of this. I don't have a tray, so you're going to have to just look in my hand. Do you see what I see? Yes. They're all stuck together like that. They're stuck together, back to back. Now you can break them apart, and I've had to break them apart. There were about 3 colors that were like that. That's why I have some over there, because they're ones that are stuck together that I just got out of the jar. I was like, just go away. All right, but I did run out of a color. Okay, which color did I run out of? I don't, right here. It's neighbor. 646, I ran out of. I needed about 20, maybe 25. Luckily, I had some downstairs in my spares. Okay, so I didn't have to contact Dreamer Designs to get any. So let me tell you a couple of things. I've had this painting around for so long, so long. If you look at my drills, let me see if you can figure this out, if you can notice. If you look at my drills, okay, they're all kit up in my large Tic Tac containers. Now, do you see any yellow colors there? Do you see any greens? No. You know why? Because all of my labels all faded. I think I had this sitting downstairs on my table for a while. I know I did, on top of the other one that's down there. So all my labels faded. Okay. So you're thinking you're looking for, you look at the canvas here, looking at the canvas, I'm looking for a green. So I'd go look for green, and I can't find it because it's faded to light blue or something. So it was a little difficult. I had to literally just go by symbol, not by color. And so sometimes I was really hunting around trying to find the correct container because my eyes wanted to look for a color, but there was no color. You know what I mean? That also came into play on the canvas. The color faded on the canvas, on the symbols. So, I mean, the symbols were all there, but sometimes they did not look green, or they did not look red, or whatever color they were supposed to be. Oops, here comes a cat. No, sir. No, 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 not right now. Anyhow, so, I mean, you don't think about it. I mean, you can certainly just diamond paint by symbol. A lot of people do mystery paintings. They're black and white and have no colors. But when you have color and your brain's kind of looking for certain colors, it kind of gets tricked. It makes it just a little harder. My fault. I mean, it faded out, and that's my fault for leaving it in the sunlight for months and months. I mean, honestly, it's probably been a couple of years that this has been down there. It hasn't been down there, oh man, for the last half a year or year, because I brought it upstairs and hung it in the closet so I would get to it. But it just made it a little more difficult, and that's why I messed this up. I had the wrong color here. Well, that was also something else. It was like there was 2 of them, like an arrow or something, and one's going this way, one's going that way. And I picked the wrong one, and I had this red. And then I'm like, when I got to this color, the outer color, which is a darker blue, I'm like, okay, no, that's not right. Something's wrong here. This cannot be red and this be blue. That would be silly. Like this one over here, it's a lighter red in the center and a darker red on the edges, right? That makes sense. But to have this one be 2 tones didn't make sense. So I started looking and I'm like, oh, that is the wrong symbol, wrong arrow. So I had to take it out. And then I doubted myself. I questioned myself. If you look up really close behind this, you can kind of see, it's not going to show up. Well, you can kind of see it a little bit. Behind those symbols is kind of red, like the canvas where it's printed looked red. So that's why I was putting a red on there without even thinking about it, you know? So I had to take those off, and I didn't do all of it wrong. I think I did like this part here wrong in one little section because of the way I had it sectioned off with release papers, you know? Anyhow, so that's my fault. So I will just give you that little warning. Your canvases, your labels, they can definitely fade if they are in direct sunlight for extended periods of time. So I would not do that, okay? Don't leave them exposed to sunlight. I have another painting downstairs on my table, and I know that some of that has faded. It is now covered up with stuff, so it's not getting the sunlight, but they'll fade, okay? They will fade. Okay, so it looks beautiful. My one critique in the whole thing would be it's a bit gappy. Okay, it is a bit gappy. You can see we have some lines that you can see in between some of these. And it didn't matter what I did. And I don't know, maybe it's certain drills, because down here in the flowers, it doesn't look bad at all as far as the gaps go. Although we have a green drill just hanging out there. It doesn't look gappy there. Maybe it's gappy. I don't know. I just don't know. But there definitely were a few gaps, okay? And I already talked about, we had a few drills, a few colors. See, this doesn't look bad down here. I don't know what the difference is. I thought at first I was going to say it was due to multi-placing, but I don't think that's true either, because this brown right here doesn't look bad, and I multi-placed that. So I don't know. Maybe it's the color. Like maybe it's because it's this cream and they were not uniform shaped. I don't know. Something. But from a distance, you can't tell. And that's the whole point. You can't tell from a distance. And I know Dreamer Designs has done a lot of work. Like I said, this is an old painting. I mean, if I can go back, I don't even know if I can go back far enough to find out when I bought this. If I can, I'll kind of put it in here somewhere maybe and let you know when I purchased this kit, because it was way back, okay? And they've been doing a lot of work. And I still love Dreamer Designs. They have wonderful artists. The rendering, I mean, seriously, how well is this rendered? It is perfectly rendered, okay? I mean, the one thing, this is a guy, right? Riding in his sailboat. You can't even see it from back there. But this is a little man out there, or a lady, or somebody on the sailboat. And you can't really tell it's a person. It's just some interesting drills, right? But, that's the one thing I would say. It's too small to try to make a person on the boat come out. But the birds came out. They're out in the distance. That sailboat comes out okay, and it's small, way out in the distance. So anyhow, I mean, it was fun to work on, and I am thrilled to death that it is done, that it is finished, and it's beautiful, and it's shiny, and it's got beautiful flowers, and okay. So I will definitely work on another Dreamer Designs. I have one more downstairs. I believe that is, it's not Ellen Giana, but it's another landscape. Can't think of who it would be right now, but it's like halfway done. And I'd like to finish that one too. So many things to finish. Maybe I'll do a whip parade again sometime. I haven't done that in a while, but they're hard. It's hard for me to do a whip parade. Mine are all put away in boxes and all that. I'd have to get them all out. And anyhow, we'll see. Maybe I'll just go count them and tell you how many I have. I don't know. But I'm happy this is done, and it's pretty. Oh, and as far as like trash drills, I mean, I wouldn't say that there's more trash drills than any other company I worked on. I mean, there's some that are stuck end to end, which you can never use those. There's a few with holes, some garbage, but the ones that were stuck together back to back, those were annoying. Okay, why won't you screw back on here? I like this little container because you can screw this little lid on there. Sometimes you can screw the little lid on. I don't know. It doesn't want to go on now. I took it off and it won't go back on. Okay, well, lovely. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's too full. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, so that is my review of Summer Escape from Alan Giana. Love it. Pretty. All right. Wish me luck. Moving on to something new. I mean, I'm working on smashing the specials right now, so I'm not trying to work on another big painting to finish up, but you know, I'll get to those. I'll get to them. You know, I'll throw them in there somewhere, work on them here and there, finish them up. So thanks for watching. What do you think? Let me know what your thoughts are, what your experiences are, all that kind of stuff. And thanks for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button. I know people love to see post reviews. Let YouTube know you like to see post reviews by liking this video. You can hype the video. I don't know what that means, but people keep saying hype my video, please. I don't know if that costs any money or you just hit a button and you hype it. But if you can hype it, okay? All right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you real soon. Bye, everybody.